NFL Week 6 picks, and we're starting things off with Thursday Night Football. After last week's Thursday Night Football game, the NFL is like, oh, you thought that was bad? Wait till you see this week's matchup. The Commanders and the Bears. Oh my God. It's a nightmare. But in all seriousness, the Bears are favored by 1 in this one, and they're at home. So I'm going to take the Bears to win this one. I feel like Justin Fields is going to build off his strong last game versus the Vikings. It was one of his better games of the season. This Commanders defense is not very good. Carson Wentz is throwing interceptions at the absolute worst time. He's like the total opposite of clutch. So I think the Bears are going to grind this one out. I don't think it's going to be pretty. I think it could kind of be like their first game of the season versus the 49ers, but hopefully not rainy like that. I think they're just going to grind it out, an ugly game, but give me the Bears winning this one straight up and give me them covering the spread too. Next, we got the Vikings at the Dolphins, and the Dolphins are at home, but they're the 3-point underdog. This game is really hard for me to choose right now because I'm recording this on a Tuesday, and we don't know who's going to start at quarterback for the Dolphins. Skylar Thompson, is he going to start? He played the last game versus the Jets because Teddy Bridgewater went out after one play. Is Teddy Bridgewater going to start? I don't know. Is Tua going to start? I don't know. I kind of feel like Tua's not starting, to be honest with you, but I don't know. It's only Tuesday. That's just a gut feeling. This is a difficult game to pick. The Vikings, their offense has definitely looked good at times this season. Justin Jefferson has been outstanding. Vikings secondary is not very good. So maybe Tyreek and Waddle can make some big plays here, no matter who's starting at quarterback, just because they have the speed to get open and they have the ability to get a ton of yak. But with all of that being said, I'm going to roll with the Vikings. They're 4-1. They have some momentum. But I'm going to take the Dolphins to cover the spread. No, should I? No. I'm not going to take the Dolphins to cover the spread. I'm going to take the Vikings to win straight up, and I'm going to have them covering the spread. It's only 3 points, so give me the Vikings to win and cover the spread. By the way, guys, I'm giving away an NFL jersey, and this is how you can win it. You guys know Underdog Fantasy is sponsoring me for this whole NFL season, so all you got to do to be entered to win an NFL jersey of your choice is sign up for Underdog Fantasy using my promo code SheGotSports and make your first deposit. That's all you got to do. Then I'm going to be live streaming Monday Night Football, and during halftime, I'm going to select the winner live on stream. So make sure you use that promo code SheGotSports. They'll also match your first deposit up to $100. And you'll also be entered to win NFL jersey of your choice. So a lot of dubs there. Then we got the Patriots at the Browns. The Browns just absolutely choked away a game they should have won versus the Chargers. Patriots defense put on a clinic versus the number 1 offense in the league, the Lions. They shut them out. Patriots definitely have some momentum now. They had 2 good games. They went to overtime versus the Packers. Yeah, they lost, but I think it was definitely encouraging the way they competed with the Packers. Obviously got the win versus the Lions. No matter who's starting at quarterback, I am going to take the Patriots to win this game. They have momentum. They're moving in the right direction. This defense is really good. This secondary is really good. Give me them to cover the spread and win straight up versus the Browns on the road. 49ers at the Falcons. The 49ers are favored by 5.5 points. I feel like that's kind of a lot of points for the 49ers to be favored by because the Falcons have been competitive in every single game this season. Yes, this 49ers defense is really good and this Falcons offense is not very good, but the 49ers defense is now dealing with a good amount of injuries, and that might give the Falcons a chance in this game. I'm going to take the 49ers to win straight up, though, but give me the Falcons to cover the spread. They're at home. I think this could be like a 3-point game. So Falcons with the spread, 49ers straight up. Then we got the Buccaneers at the Steelers. The Steelers are 8-point underdogs at home. Yes, we know they lost by a ton versus the Bills, but the Bucs are not in the same tier as the Bills. So this game could be closer than that game, but I'm still going to pick the Bucs to win straight up because I really have no confidence in the Steelers at all. Yes, 8 points, that's a pretty big spread, but I just think the Bucs are going to cover that. I still don't think the Steelers are going to be putting up a ton of points, and this defense is probably going to be a nightmare for Kenny Pickett to face. Then we got the Bengals at the Saints. The Saints are at home, but they're 2.5-point underdogs. The Bengals are going to be in desperation mode. They have a losing record now. They need to win this game. This offense needs to get going. The play calling needs to be better. The defense needs to step up. This Saints offense has struggled up until last week, so it'll be interesting to see how they play against this Bengals defense. This is a winnable game for the Bengals, even though they're playing in a tough stadium. So give me the Bengals to win this one straight up and give me them to cover the 2.5-point spread. Then we have the Ravens at the Giants. The Ravens are favored by 5.5 points on the road. I'm actually going to be at this game. Listen, I'm nervous as a Giants fan for them to go up against Lamar Jackson because I don't know if they're going to be able to contain Lamar. I'm really nervous, so I'm going to pick the Ravens to win this one straight up because of their familiarity also with the Giants defensive coordinator, Wink Martindale. Obviously, he was the Ravens defensive coordinator last year. They might be able to, strategize their way to win this one, and Lamar, I think, is going to bounce back from last game. So give me the Ravens to win this one straight up, but give me the Giants to cover the spread. 5.5 points, that's a lot of points. Give me the Giants to keep this competitive competitive. Maybe this game is going to come down to a field goal or something. Then we got the Jets at the Packers. And oh my gosh, this could be an actual really good game because the Packers, they're not in a good spot right now. The Jets have a winning record. The Jets and the Packers have the same record. Who would have thought they would have the same record when we saw this matchup on the schedule? This is at Lambeau. The Jets, they're a 7-point underdog. Yes, it's going to be very, very hard for this young Jets team to go into Lambeau and win. Are the Packers really going to lose back-to-back games, get upset in back-to-back games, lose back-to-back games where they were favored by a touchdown or more? I'm going to go with the Packers to win this one straight up. I think they bounce back, but give me the Jets to cover the 7-point spread. That's a big spread, and I think this team is going to make it a game. So give me the Jets to cover. I'll take them +7, but Packers are going to win straight up. Next, we have the Jaguars at the Colts. These two teams, we saw them play a couple weeks ago. The Jaguars absolutely dominated the Colts, shut them out. But these two teams are in very different spots right now. Even though it's only been 2 or 3 weeks, the Colts coming off a big win versus the Broncos. The Jaguars are coming off a really bad loss versus the Texans where their offense just looked absolutely terrible. If Jonathan Taylor is back, that's going to be a huge boost for the Colts. The Colts are at home. They did beat the Chiefs at home. I'm going to go with the Colts to win this one. And I'm going to go with them to cover the spread. I do feel like JT is going to be back. I feel like this Colts team has some momentum now. I can see this Jaguars defense really frustrating Matt Ryan, getting to him because he didn't really look comfortable in the pocket. But since the Colts are at home, I will go with them. I just really can't see them getting swept by the Jaguars this season. Then we have the Cardinals at the Seahawks. The Cardinals are favored by 3 points here on the road. Kyler Murray coming off a really bad game decision-making wise. This is just not a well-coached team. Yes, the Seahawks are also coming off a loss, but this offense just continues to put up a ton of points. I don't know if this Cardinals offense is going to be able to keep up with them. This is their last game without DeAndre Hopkins. So give me Seattle to win this one. I like that they're at home. The 12th man, it's a real thing. So give me the Seattle Seahawks to win this one straight up. And because I'm picking them to win straight up, that means I'm picking them to win with the spread too, since they're underdogs. Then we got the Panthers at the Rams. The Rams are at home and favored by 10.5 points. Yes, that's a lot of points to be favored by, especially coming off a loss. But listen, the Panthers are just that bad. Give me the Rams to win straight up and give me the Rams to cover as well. We got a really good game next, and that is the Bills at the Chiefs. The Chiefs are underdogs by 2.5 points at home. They played a close game with the Raiders. We're still able to get the win. Bills have just been so dominant. Josh Allen looking like the MVP of the league so far. I'm going to go with the Bills to win this one on the road. They've just been so dominant, and I think they're going to continue to dominate in this one, and I have them covering the 2.5 point spread as well. Sunday Night Football is another great game. We got the Cowboys versus the Eagles. Is the division rival going to hand the Eagles their first loss of the season? Personally, I don't think so. The Eagles are favored by 5 at home. They're at home undefeated. I have to continue to roll with them. They haven't proven me wrong yet. They've just won every single game, obviously, so I'm going to continue to roll with the Eagles, but I am going to pick the Cowboys to cover the 5-point spread. That's a lot of points. I think this game could come down to a game-winning touchdown. It's definitely going to be a close one. A division rivalry. It's going to be a good one, guys. And then we got Monday Night Football. We got the Broncos. Boo. Why are they putting them in prime time again? Why do we just have to continue to watch this team play in prime time? First, the Chargers. Chargers are at home. They're favored by 5 points. Yes, Brandon Staley is a kind of crazy head coach, and maybe he's going to give the Broncos a chance to win this because he's going to go for it on 4th and 10 from the Chargers own 20 or something crazy like that. But I'm going to pick the Chargers to win because I have absolutely zero confidence in the Broncos. It seems like things are getting really ugly there in Denver already. It seems like there's a lot of drama kind of happening already. So give me the Chargers to win this one, and I'll have them covering the 5-point spread. I want to know your guys' lock for the week, and I want to know your upset pick of the week. Let me know in the comments down below.